Most yoga teachers assume that to be successful online, you need expensive camera equipment, a golden personality, and the money to pay for beautiful filming locations. But that's not what gets successful online yoga teachers to where they are. It's something else that I don't see anybody talking about, but I know from experience it's the reason I am where I am today, and it's the reason other successful online yoga teachers are where they are too. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what that hidden thing is and how you can start to apply it into what you are doing to have more success online. So in order to share, I wanted to walk you through something that happened to me recently. So a few weeks ago, I was filming in Spain. I'd found the most beautiful retreat center and I was really excited to go and film because I just knew the backdrop was going to be stunning, like Windows screensaver level stunning. So I turn up, I'm prepared, I double check all of my equipment, I'm monitoring everything the way I usually do, and as far as I know, everything goes smoothly. I get home to edit and I sit down, I look through the video, that all looks good, exactly as I expected. I go through the audio and I can see these patches in the audio where there's blanks and no audio has been recorded. And what I realized had been happening is my microphone had a faulty wire, which meant that there were these dropouts, and I was going to need to fix this. This audio was unusable the way it was. So you can imagine, I'd gone from being on such a high, super excited about these videos, to sitting there at my desk thinking, what am I going to do? And the thing is, this isn't even the first time something like this has happened. It won't be the last time something like this happens. This is just what comes with teaching online. There's a lot of things that you can't always control, and you have to become great at fixing problems. And this is where the story comes to a conclusion, because fixing problems is basically about being resilient. That is the trait that all successful yoga teachers have. They learn to pick themselves up when things don't go right and they move on. In that moment, I was gutted. I felt like I'd let the retreat owners down. I was annoyed at myself for not checking, for not knowing that my microphone had a dodgy wire, and I knew it was going to take me ages to fix. I'd gone from thinking this edit was going to take me an hour to this edit's going to take me 5 hours. And when you're running a business, time is precious. But what did I do in that moment? I didn't sit and just think, ugh, I'm just going to give up here. I'll never film another yoga class. No, I went and made a cup of tea. I gave myself a few minutes to be annoyed, to feel it, but then I picked myself up and I carried on. And this is the important thing to note here, is that each time you do that, you exercise your resilience. Now, when there is a problem in my business, whether it's filming related or not, I know that I'm going to move past it because I have done time and time again. Early on in my YouTube days, I was about 2 years in, and I just invested in my first headset mic. So I felt like I was going up in the world. I was getting a little bit fancy with my equipment, but I'd never used a headset mic before. So there was a couple of issues. The first being the frame was so flimsy that it would bob up and down. The second being I was wearing earrings the first time I recorded with it. And these earrings were dangly, so they were tinkling against the frame. And I didn't realize at the time that the mic would pick up on this. So the first time I ever recorded with that headset, I had wobbly audio. Every time the mic would wobble, it would create this like reverberation. And I had the metal of my earrings dangling against the framework that was also adding in this horrible sound that no one wants to listen to. And this is just another example of the many, many times I've had to overcome problems where I've done something and I've been so excited to edit it, to post it, and I've realized I need to do it again. Just the other week, I had a problem with my mic. Another problem, it's been a week. And again, I'm gonna have to refilm some footage. And I say this because it doesn't matter what level you are at, problems still come up. Even in like the TV and film industry where they've got teams and teams of people, there's still some things that you just can't control that just mean that you're gonna have to go and do things again. But it's the people that learn to pick themselves up and do it again that actually go places. It's the people that give up after the first hurdle that will never go anywhere. So if you are really committed to teaching yoga online and you want to make this a success, you have to learn how to pick yourself up. You have to exercise your resilience. But here's the thing, resilience is only one part of the puzzle, because there's a few mistakes that yoga teachers make that makes teaching yoga online way harder than it needs to be. So go and watch this video next to find out how to avoid making those same mistakes.